Okay, so watch this. So someone comes to my website, or in this case, a Google form, and then they enter in their names, their emails, they fill in all the information I'm requesting from them, which is basically what their business does, how much they earn a month, what they need from me in terms of help. And then even before I actually read their name or check their email or basically like review the form, my AI assistant sitting inside Claude has already scored them. So you can see in here inside the spreadsheet, for instance, my AI assistant scored this particular lead 92 over 100, and it's giving a verdict that I should actually go ahead and book a call with this particular lead. And it's also giving me a reason why I should do so. So it's saying that this lead is a strong fit. They have a clear problem that I can actually help with. And it's actually gone ahead and given a suggested response that I can actually provide to this lead when I'm following up with them. So I didn't let this AI assistant send the response automatically because I wanted to review it first. And then on the other hand, it's called this particular lead 22 over 100. And it's telling me that I should pass or redirect my efforts from this lead, and it's giving the reason why as well. So at the end of this video, I'm actually going to show you exactly how I built this AI assistant sitting inside Claude that basically reviews the leads, scores them automatically, so that you stop wasting your time on leads or people that were never planning to buy from you in the first place. Here's the truth, okay? At the end of the day, most business owners, coaches, consultants don't necessarily need more leads. They need to stop getting on calls with the wrong ones. And if your calendar is full but your bank account is not reflecting how busy you are, then it's usually not a traffic problem, it's usually a filtering problem. So today, I'm actually going to build an AI assistant that filters your leads for you using your own rules, not some generic AI guesses. Here's what actually happens in real life and from my own experience, okay? An inquiry comes in, they seem nice, you book a 45-minute call, 20 minutes in, you actually realize they actually cannot afford you. They are not ready, or they are not even your kind of clients. And now you've lost the time plus the energy it actually takes to recover from a call that has actually drained you and you spend so much time preparing for. And when you do that 3 or 4 times in a week, that's actually half a work day gone already on people who are never going to buy from you or become your clients. And the fix here isn't that you have to work harder on calls, it's more so deciding who actually ends your call in the first place. And so what a lot of people end up doing is they buy a CRM they would never fully set up, or they would hire a setup before they can actually afford one, or this is the common one I see, okay? They will just vibe it, judging each lead from memory every single time, usually when they're tired. And here's the trap with AI specifically, okay? People grab an AI tool and they ask it to qualify leads, and they don't provide it with any rules. And the AI doesn't even know your business. So it just flatters everyone. A filter that says yes to everything or every lead that comes through really is not a filter. So let me walk you through exactly how this works, okay? So I noticed that a lot of you watching my videos are not actually subscribed to my channel. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do hit the subscribe button and also like this video, as it goes a long way to support my channel. Thank you. Before you call in any tool, you are basically going to decide if this is actually a good lead or not, okay? We're actually going to define what a good lead looks like. And then we are going to teach Claude once, and then it would apply it every single time a lead comes through. And like I said, I also did set up a routine, so you don't have to like manually be monitoring the leads. You just have to clear up some time in your day to decide to go through the sheet, and then the assistant would have clarified everything for you and filtered through all the leads for you. So I built this as a Claude skill, and a Claude skill, like I've mentioned in the past, is basically a set of saved instructions that tell your AI what to do every single time. I actually just released a new course on LinkedIn Learning. So if you have a LinkedIn Premium account, then you can watch the course on AI skills. I'm going to leave the link somewhere in the description box so that you can go check it out. But basically, it goes into details on what AI skills are, how you can build a skill. And I actually did provide 4 AI skills that are very relevant to your daily life as well. So I'll leave the link so that you can go check it out. The course is free as long as you have a LinkedIn Premium account. And so basically, a skill is a safe set of instructions. In this case, is actually holding my own scoring rubric. Think of the skill as the brain, And then I connected to a simple form, which you saw in here, which is basically the Google Sheet. This is the form, and this is the Google spreadsheet. And then I connected to it so that every new lead gets scored automatically. And then the verdict lands right here. And like I mentioned, I set this up as a routine, so it's going to run every single time. Okay, so this means that you don't need to code, you don't need expensive software. And most importantly, it doesn't really cost much, especially if you already do have like a Claude account. It doesn't really cost much. And this is really the thinking you have to do before you actually touch any tool. Okay, so let me show you exactly what's in this scale you see here. Okay, so this is the rubric I have. All right, so you can see that I'm scoring between 0 to 100. I'm scoring against 5 things. So I'm scoring against fit, problem, budget, readiness, decision, power. And when I say fit, I'm really talking about like whether they are actually my person. Are these people I want to talk to, or are these the people I want to work with? And before you work with anybody, even if they have the budget, you want to make sure that both of you are a fit. I'm also scoring against the problem. So do I solve what they are stuck on? And is it really urgent? I'm also scoring against budget. So can they realistically afford me? I'm scoring against readiness. Are they ready now, or they are just like window shopping? And then I'm also scoring against decision power. Can they actually say yes? So all these 5 factors here sum up to 100 points. Notice that I also tell who is actually a bad fit. And most people only describe like what their dream client is. They don't talk about what a bad client would look like. So the bad fit line is what makes it screen people instead of being polite to everybody. And then the second step here is I put in all my rules and everything, and then I save all this into a scale. Okay, so this is the scale I'm reviewing here so that I don't have to basically paste it every time inside Claude. And then all I have to do is I just come into Claude and then I call the scale. So in this case, I already do have a routine set up here, so I don't even have to call the scale. It's always going to run every hour, so it's already running because it's 3 o'clock. Now let's talk about the front door, okay, which is the Google form I have. So this is a Google form. You can see here that I have 7 quick questions in here, and each one is feeding into the scoring factor. Okay, I intentionally kept this form very short because every extra question you add is probably going to turn your clients off. Yeah, it's going to cost you in completion, so you don't want it to be too long. But when someone actually fills out this form, their answers go straight into the Google Sheet here. And then now this form here and this Google Sheet is connected, and I'm able to write back to this Google Sheet using my service account in Google Cloud Console. So let me show you the difference this actually makes. Okay, so I do have this first lead here. I just submitted it. You can see that it came in here right now. So because my routine is already scheduled to run, I might want to just wait for it to run, or I can just come into co-work and then I'm just going to run this, and I'm just going to say qualify in the spreadsheet. It might take some time, so I'm going to come in here. I'm going to submit another response, this time around for someone my lead qualifier should not focus on. So this is some. Okay, so this lead is basically not an ideal client, but I'm just going to submit it anyways. And then my skill is running right now. So once it runs, you basically see that it's going to come. As you can see, I submitted 2 leads here. The first one is Jordan, who is pretty much like an established coach. He has a clear problem. He's ready to invest. He's going to be ready in 2 weeks. And so let's see the response we got for Jordan. So you can see that the assistant says I should book a call immediately. He's giving Jordan a score of 86. Likewise, Sam here has no business yet, pre-revenue. He's just looking for something free. So it's just recommending that I pass. And look, it still went ahead and drafted a message for me to send over to Sam, because right now Sam is not ready yet, but he may move up the funnel. And so it's very important to still keep that relationship with him. But the most important thing is that this AI assistant was kind enough to draft an email, which I'll send over to Sam and point him over to some free resources I have, which includes my YouTube channel as well. Now, I want to be very honest about 2 things here, because I'm not here to sell you magic, okay? The first thing is that this AI assistant does not message your leads. It scores them, it drafts the reply, you read every one and you decide. AI is doing the sorting, you do the relationship. And I did that on purpose. And that line is very important. the moment you let AI talk to people on your behalf, you've probably automated away the trust your business actually runs on. Now, second, this one might surprise you for a build video. You might not even need the automated version. If you only get a handful of leads every week, just keep the skill and paste them in by hand. Don't build a system to solve a problem you don't have yet. Now, you can always add the form and automation, like the routines I have, when remembering to check becomes the thing you actually forget. So always make sure that you fix the workflow first and then automation comes second, like the way I have the routines and everything built in. Now, if you want the exact scoring rubric I used, then you can comment down below. I can send over the exact scoring rubric. I actually do run a one-on-one 6-week sprint. And so if you're a business owner, you actually want to scale your business using AI to increase your revenues, to save you time, then I'm going to leave the link to my website in the comment section so that you can fill out a simple form so that we can see if we can actually work together. I also do have lots of videos talking about AI skills, and so if you're interested in watching any of those videos, I'm going to leave them in the description box. I'm going to leave them on the screen as well. But as usual, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.